You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the May 23rd meeting of the Michigan City Water Works Board. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
We'll call the meeting of the Water Board to order. First item of business is approval of the minutes from the board meeting on May 9th.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the previous board meeting held May 9th, 2023.
Second.
Motion is second, we approve the minutes from May 9th. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion. Purchase order.
For you, you have a list of 9 purchase orders. The first is to Handley Industries, curb boxes for stock for $7,800. USA Blue Book for laboratory supplies for $2,007.71. The third one is to Midwest Meter. This is meters for stock, $2,884.67. Number 4 is to Living Waters. This is ammonia regulator for our bulk tank and some other parts for $4,618.70. Number 5 is to Lakeshore Roll-Off and Demolition. This is a dumpster and disposal for old basin sludge equipment. The equipment's all made out of fiberglass, so there's no recycling. It's got to go that way for $710. Number 6 is to Utility Supply. This is materials for a service at 1501 East 2nd Street. This is confirming only. We just needed a couple more pieces so that we could do the tap for $2,515. Number 7 is to Lowe's. This is Morton Softener Salt for a softening system that we put on the ammonia feed system, which has eliminated the fluctuations we were seeing by softening the water that were running through that system. So it's done the job perfectly. This is for $2,260.44, and it's probably 6 to 8 months worth of salt. So it's not a small order. Number 8 is to Midwest Meter. These are expansion connections for pits for $895.40. And the last item is to Gas Photo. These are circuit boards for turbidity analyzer. It's 2 boards for $3,559.50. Replacing the analyzers is about $10,000, so this is a really good deal.
Any questions or comments on the purchase order?
Motion to accept the list of purchase orders of 5/23/2023.
I'll second it.
There's a motion and a second that we approve the purchase orders of 5/23, in the total amount of $27,251.42. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Claims.
Make a motion to approve the list of claims dated May 23rd, 2023.
I'll second it.
Motion second, we approve the claims as of May 23rd. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, financial report. Chris?
We just went through our cash flow for April. We took in $593,864 in receipts. Our disbursements, not including transfers, was $477,058. We spent $16,271 on inventory items and $8,194 for capital items. The only transfer we made this month was to the bond redemption fund, since our cash balance is getting low. And our ending month balance is $127,736. And on page 2, nothing really out of the ordinary on this page. our net loss for the month is $71,709, and for the year to date, it's $543,512. But, our depreciation expense line item comes out of there, so for the year to date, $492,000 of that is a non-cash expense. So if you look above the line, our net loss for the year through April is only $51,512. We actually did make income for the current month of $51,291. On page 4, our materials and supplies line is over forecast. We have fire hose replacements for the plant in there of $3,362. And we spent $19,160 for hydrant flags. And we had some billing and disconnect forms in there for $3,357. Our miscellaneous line was also a little over forecast. AWWA expense reimbursements were in there, $5,049, and then we also purchased a couple monitors and versions of Microsoft Office for some new computers that we purchased in-house for $665. And actually, if there's no questions, that's all I've got.
All right, any questions on the financials?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the April 2023 financial statement as presented by Chris Wolf.
I'll second. We'll second.
There's a motion and a second.
And a third.
Can we do that? Half and half?
And the fourth.
April 3rd, April 30th, as presented. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, discussion of annual report.
Provided the annual report at our last meeting, and knowing that you had not had much time to review it, basically I put space in today's meeting for any questions, comments, or anything you wanted to discuss that came out of your reviews of the report.
I had nothing.
After review, there's no problems.
Kim does. Did you need to look
One
at
item,
it?
in the list of top 10 customers, we listed the Department of Waterworks. Do we
Yeah.
use that much water or something?
Yes, and we do have to run it through meters, because it does leave the plant, but then it comes back into the plant. And we also, some of that water has sewage billed against it because it is going down the sewer. If it's going through the bathrooms and the laboratory drain and all that kind of stuff. So, we do have to run it through and bill it as used water. But one of the things we do is, like for example, on the backwash water, if you look in the section treatment and pumping and transmission, if you look at the next page, which lists the summary of pumpage for the year, if you take the raw water number for the month and subtract the clear water number for the month, that gives you the backwash water. Whenever we do backwashes, we take that water that's used for backwashing away from what we send out into our distribution system, because that water does not get wasted. It actually gets reused through the plant. But it's gone through the main plant meter, and then it comes back through the plant in the backwashing process. But it doesn't go to the sewer. It actually comes back to the head of the plant and gets retreated, so it's not wasted wasted to sanitary. It gets reused.
All right. And I think you should be commended on your safety record. No days lost and injured. That's gotta be exceptional.
it's a big improvement over what we had been doing, so we're going the right direction. And as you can see in there, that'll help us with our cost for our insurance as well, for our workers' comp insurance. The goal is everybody goes home with everything that they came to work with, all parts and pieces working, and then in the end, we also save money on our insurance as well.
Yeah.
Just takes a few years to make up for a couple of bad ones.
Yeah.
And any idea how much water will be used out there on 94 and 421?
Not right now, no. We are, they are getting to the point of getting ready to start construction on that new truck stop that's going in out there. And so that's gonna be the big user of water out there. So we're hoping that they'll start, if you go out there, you can see that they've pretty much cleared that corner and they're getting it ready. And then we actually did receive their portion of the payment for the water main extension that's going to run north to the area that can still be developed further. Plus they have a Speedco, it's a truck maintenance facility that's on the north end of the property, closer to the highway. And that water main will serve that. We had provided them a quote some time ago, checked on it to make sure that the numbers still make sense, because it took a long time for them to pay us their portion, but they did pay their portion. So I will have purchase orders for the material coming soon.
All right, and are there any projects outstanding now? Or is,
We're just about to begin construction, basically in a month. Well, in about 2 weeks, we'll start construction over in the town of Pines with that, those two extensions that they asked us to run, Pine and Poplar Streets. So we're basically at the point right now, just waiting for the permit to be approved by IDEM. We have a 30-day window that we have to wait, and as long as there's no issues, then we can start construction. We've already got the highway permit for cutting into the highway, and all the material are sitting at our facility ready to go, so we're ready. And then there's still a little bit of pipe to be run out there by that, on that 94 that extension south of 94, but that's the responsibility of the county's contractor to still finish that job up.
okay, anybody else have any questions or comments? All right. We don't need to approve this, do we?
No, I don't believe so. No, it's just a document for reference purposes.
Okay, good job, a lot of time and effort into it.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
All right, old business?
Under old business, because it's already happened, this month our plant management team had an opportunity to speak to some kids in the 3rd grade at 3 schools.
Nice.
Cool Spring Elementary, our plant management folks went over and presented to 18 students and their teacher about what the water cycle is and how the drinking water ends up getting to their homes. We talked about what we do, but we also did talk about, because some of the kids at Cool Spring Elementary don't live on our system, we also talked about how wells work and stuff like that too, so.
That's
gave some
awesome.
information.
That's wonderful.
And then We had 2 plant tours, 37 students with 5 adults from Knapp School came,
Nice.
and they did a plant tour, and then 83 students and 10 adults from Renaissance Academy came,
Oh, boy.
did tours. So we had quite a bit of interest in coming out and taking a look at what we had to offer.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
wonderful.
It's great that we can do that. You know, a lot of that stuff a lot of utilities had to put the brakes on that right after 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started getting back into it, and then of course we end up with a pandemic, right? So
Oh,
at
yeah.
least now we can kind of get back to the normal of doing these kinds of things.
That is good.
That's awesome.
Hopefully it inspires some kids into the sciences and engineering, and maybe we'll even get lucky. and
Future
get a couple-
employee.
future
Yes, for
employees.
sure.
Yeah,
For
For
sure.
board members.
board members, exactly.
Board members.
So that's all I have for under old business.
New business.
Under new business, I just wanted to mention that I have received the official notice from United Steelworkers that they do wish to negotiate our contract, which is ending on July 31st. This is pretty standard protocol. So basically, I just would like to make sure the board is okay with fully engaging Robert Dignam of O'Neill McFadden Willett as our labor attorney. We've been using him for small stuff, but obviously he's going to have some more, there's going to be some more charges for the effort he's going to have to put in for this. And prior to any of our negotiations, I would like us to have an executive session to discuss the department's positions on June 13th. That's our next meeting date, but I'd like to have that at 6, so we have some time to talk about it before the 7 o'clock meeting.
Right. Does that work with everybody?
Sure. And the date again on that would be
June 13th.
June 13th, okay.
June 13th, yeah.
It's fine here.
All right. Anybody else have anything? Public comments. Director's comments. I had the opportunity to go up to Trail Creek at the ceremony where they placed John Doyle's name on the street in front of their town hall.
Nice.
And it was very moving and well deserved.
Where was that
And
at?
went
Where was it at?
at the Trail Creek Town Hall. He was a Trail Creek engineer for
Okay.
years.
Yeah.
And it would be nice if Michigan City could come up with something like that in order to honor him, so. But that's all.
What day was that? Was that last week?
It was on a Saturday,
Oh, was it? Okay.
not last night, the Saturday before.
Oh, okay.
John C. Doyle Trail.
Aww.
Which street is it that they,
That's the one in front of the town hall.
oh, okay. I don't know the streets of Trail Creek that well.
I forget the name of it.
We don't have any water over there, so it's not on our maps.
I was thinking it was Rainbow or Robin, but I could be wrong.
Probably something else.
All right, anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
No second to adjourn.